안녕하세요. 나준마세입니다. 이번 영상은 영어권 문화 수업을 듣는 인천의 한 고등학교 학생들이 미국 문화에 대한 질문에 원어민 친구들이 답하는 영상입니다. 질문의 개수가 많아서 한 영상에 2개 또는 3개의 질문에 대한 답을 다룰 예정이랍니다. 미국 사회를 다양한 인종과 문화의 용광로, 멜팅팟이라고 부르죠. 즉, 미국 문화 자체가 다양성을 가지고 있기에 원어민 친구들의 답은 참고로 알아두시길 바래요.
Hi, I'm Shelby.
안녕하세요. 아리입니다.
Our school offers this thing. I'm not in it, but I know my friend is in it. I don't remember what it's called, but it's where for a portion of the day you will take classes at a certain college. It's not for every single student. It's only if you apply for it. The friend is in the college program. But other than that, we don't have extra classes after the school day is over. And I think it's during a part of the school day. We have clubs and stuff that we can go to after. For example, I'm a Japanese club, so we do fun things. But we don't have like extra classes.
Clubs are fun, right?
Yeah, sometimes we'll watch a movie or have snacks.
Students should take SAT, right?
Yeah, juniors are required to take it. I haven't taken it yet because it was supposed to happen recently, but we're not in school. So they rescheduled it. So we're still gonna have to take it, but
All right. The reason why I talked about SAT test is because many Korean students go to after-school academies to enter a good university.
last year we had this thing we could take called the PSAT. It was the pre-SAT, which doesn't count as a grade for anything, but it's to practice. I took it. I didn't do that well, so I want to like study to make sure I'm ready for the SAT because that's like a big and important thing. Colleges.
Personally, you haven't been to any after-school academies, right?
No.
So, almost all Korean students go to after-school academy, so that is why.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not as big as in Korea, definitely, because that would cost money. The education system is kind of all over the place, not only by state, but also by city. There are some after-school programs that are free, especially in those situations and places where people are impoverished that people can participate in. But it's not so strict like in Korea. In Korea and Japan and maybe a few other countries, it's more commonplace to do that kind of thing. Here, it's kind of like extra. Kid, if they're behind in math, might do some extra math tutoring. Their parents might pay for that.
Mostly tutoring.
Yeah, mostly just tutoring. They're typically not too much of a classroom.
No.
Mostly one-on-one support.
I can't speak for everyone. I can only say what I do during those things.
Yeah.
During summer vacation, I will either go like on a trip to somewhere. Like I've gone to Disney World. I went to KCON last year.
Great.
During winter break, for me, I always go up to Maryland to see my cousins for the majority of the break, and we celebrate together before we drive back. The smaller breaks like spring break and things like that, I just usually stay home for those. I don't know if this was spring break, but we had one break that was only like 3 days. So I don't think there would be a point in going anywhere. Not that much. For bigger breaks like winter break and summer break is when people usually, at least I think, do vacations or visit their family. Because winter break for us is around Christmas, so I go to celebrate Christmas with my cousins.
I heard here high school students also do some part-time job during breaks, right?
Yeah, I have some friends that I knew worked places after school. One of my friends I knew worked at FYE certain days, and then one of my other friends worked at Mr. B's.
or
Yeah.
some restaurant.
And it depends on their age. There are summer camps. So some kids go to summer camps. There's some for very, very young kids, like toddlers, and the parents stay there, and all the way up to teenagers. And they vary from various things, from just basics of, language learning and math to out nature and music and science. So that's one thing that kids and teens do. Another thing might be vacations, going on either family trips, if the teens are old enough, going on friendship trips with your friend, that kind of stuff.
Many high schoolers also work, right? After
Yes.
school and during their vacation, right?
Yes. Some high schoolers also, I think at the age of 16, depending on the state, you can drive. You can go ahead and work and even become more independent.
So your school ends at
2:20.
2:20. Wow, it's very early.
For me, again, I usually go home, but most people, I think at least, will go to hang out with their friends after school. Or sometimes I've gone to the library it's not connected to our school, but to study if I have like a test or something. But most of the time it's either hang out with friends or just go home.
How about boys? Boys also hang out with their friends after school?
I don't know. I know they do hang out sometimes, but I don't know.
Mostly they do computer games, maybe?
Probably. I don't have many guy friends, so I don't know too much what they do.
Maybe they hang out with their friends by playing computer games together.
Yeah, my brother, even though he's in college now, play computer games with his friends online.
Yeah. Right. 오늘도 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 미국 문화를 이해하는데 조금이나마 도움이 되셨길 바래요. 항상 건강하고 행복하세요. Bye.